If this thing's been dormant for so long, what made it reappear?
From my understanding, the reason most sea-based raptures disappeared had to do with their power sources. Operating underwater is a power-intensive process, and Kraken's power source is the most intense of them all. It's a lumbering giant that constantly needs power, in an environment where there's little to be found. As a result, it's been lying dormant on the ocean floor for all these years. That would be my best guess, yes.
I only rerouted some electricity to a small hydroelectric plant nearby. It shouldn't have been nearly enough to bring that mammoth monstrosity back to life. Weird.
We can figure out the details later. Commander, if this thing truly is a Tyrant class, there's nothing we can do right now. The only reason we're still here is that for whatever reason it didn't attack us and instead went back into the water. I suggest we leave this island right now.
Wait. The signal stopped moving. The signal appears to have stopped here.
That's...
Beside the road heading back to the mainland! That's where the Kraken is?
There's still a fair bit of distance between the sea road and the signal. We'll move quietly. If the signal starts to move again, we'll pull back right away.
Roger. Helm, are you okay? Yes. I won't drag you all down. Don't worry. No reaction yet. Maybe it's sleeping. I'm glad.
Everyone, keep your head on a swivel.
Aw, crap, did we wake it? Shh. Everyone stay still. Move back!
Signal is static once again. The body is somewhere far off. Only the appendages are focused on this area.
Those tentacles must be miles long.
Oh. Could it be? Everyone, stay here for a bit. I'm going in alone. Be that as it may, someone has to do something. I'm already injured, so it makes the most sense for me to go.
What kind of logic is that? That's screwed up!
If someone has to act as bait, it'd be better for someone wounded to go, rather than someone who's healthy. I also know more about the Kraken than any of you do. Let me do this.
Do what you must.
It pains me as a doctor to let you do this. The second you feel something isn't right, you fall back, okay?
I understand. I appreciate your concern. I think this is meant to be a warning. And if I go further... This is bad. We're trapped here.
Figures.
As soon as we pass the halfway mark, the tentacles show up. One step further, and they start to attack. Given their size, it would be next to impossible to evade these things and get to the other side.
Oh boy. We're in big trouble.
The only thing I don't understand is, why is it keeping us here?
About 1 week. It's already been 1 day, so that gives us 5 or 6 days before we're well and truly trapped.
Food supplies are also a concern. We didn't take many rations with us since we thought we'd be in and out of here.
Wait! We have litter! What's preventing us from doing what we did before? We can just build a boat like before and cross. Why do we have to use this pathway?
Hey! You're right! You guys make it seem as if I can pull these creations out of thin air.
No, that won't work this time. The situation isn't the same. I'm not sure how sturdy that boat was. But if the Kraken happens to attack us while we were crossing, we would all drown.
She's right. It's far too dangerous.
But that Kraken has parked itself there. It doesn't seem like it's gonna move. If we just sit here and twiddle our thumbs, we really will be trapped.
Sleep forever?
Don't jinx us!
The first thing we need to do is get in touch with the Ark. Perhaps they can help us formulate a plan to escape this island. It's probably because of the Kraken. The Alva particle concentration level is as bad as it was before, so it must have jamming capabilities.
Do you know what time it is? Did you just say Kraken?
This is crazy. Do you think he hurt you? I choose to believe he did. I need to believe he did.
We need to prepare for the worst-case scenario. There are two possibilities. The first is that the Kraken calls an end to the stalemate and takes the offensive. The second is that no support comes, and we're trapped here until the pathway is underwater again. Whatever happens, we need to be ready for a fight, should it occur.
You're right. We'll take turns being on guard duty until the sun comes up. Visibility is virtually non-existent now since it's dark.
I'll stand guard first. If anyone is tired or needs to recharge, go and rest.
I'd say you qualify most of all to take a breather. Don't forget about that twisted ankle of yours.
I'm fine. I received proper treatment. Don't worry.
You say that, but then you always go and do things that make us worried. You're always volunteering yourself for everything and getting hurt. But you never learn your lesson.
You make it sound like I'm being impulsive. I'm merely trying to...
Why? Why do you always have to be the first one into the fray anyway?
I told you, I'm the most familiar with the Kraken.
Okay, and what else?
I know its weak point is on the inside of the leg.
And?
That's all I know.
All right then. Now all of us know the same amount of information.
Quit beating around the bush and tell us the truth. If the Admire arrives, I want to be the first to spot it.
You really believe that they'll send the Admire?
I know you think it's absurd, but
I don't think that. We've got Krakens popping out of the sea, so having the Admire show up isn't exactly outside the realm of possibility. Helm, it's fine to be a leader and wait for the Admire. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't stretch yourself too thin. You're not the only one here. That's right. Don't be so stubborn.
I know it might not seem like we can be of much help, but we're on your side. No one here is going to be thankful to you if you end up driving yourself into the ground.
I'll go rest first. I'll leave the guard duty to you.
That's the spirit. I'll take the first watch.
I better go look after Helm.
I'll stand guard too. Same here.
Frima, you come too.
No.
You already slept all day today.
Sad. Commander, you go in and get some sleep too. We don't know what might happen. You need to conserve your strength.
Nope. No issues at all. And no changes to the signal. I'm not sure if I'm glad or...
It's weird.
What is?
This whole situation. Raptures are usually highly aggressive. Why is this one just sitting there, waiting? That's it. I'm going in the sea. Of course. Mary was tending to me all last night.
And you were a very cooperative patient. You should be more or less recovered by now. But not at 100%, may I remind you.
Why are you suddenly going into the sea?
There's something I want to confirm. I'm going to swim to a spot where the Kraken can't see and get a good look at it. It shouldn't take much time. Is that all right with all of you?
You don't need our permission. You're the best swimmer out of all of us by a country mile. If you're willing to go this far, there must be a good reason for it. Go do your thing.
Thank you. I'm off. It can't be. It has its tentacles wrapped around the whole island. What is the Kraken up to? Why is it preventing us from leaving this island? If we're ever going to get out of this, we really need to come up with an intricate plan. Oh! The Admire.
What's the meaning of this?
It must be something urgent if you're calling us this early in the morning.
It is. I don't have much time, so I'll make this quick. A Tyrant-class Rapture has appeared. In the sea. It's called Kraken. Kraken is blocking the pathway off the island, effectively cutting them off from the mainland. On top of that, communications are jammed, so we don't know the current situation. The long and short of it is that the situation is desperate. I'm considering sending out the Admire. But what do you think?
The last time the Kraken was seen was during the first Rapture invasion. So it's back and fully operational again?
I don't think so. Based on the amount of energy the island can provide, I would say it's essentially opening its eyes, temporarily. But we can't confirm anything at this point.
I see. I think I agree with that assessment. I see no reason not to send an Elysian. If it's true that they are truly cut off from the mainland, we'll have to move fast. We don't have any forces meant to engage in battle with aquatic raptures.
Birmingham, what are your thoughts? Of course, I agree. If something happens, I'll take full responsibility. If the Admirer is to be deployed, you have my approval.
So it's unanimous then?
Appears so. All right. I'll proceed with deploying the Admirer, as per our discussion.
What about all the necessary preparations?
A fine question. You don't have to worry about that. Mast and anchor are still in the Ark.